So here they both are together, the new 3DS and the new 3DS XL side by side, both running Super Smash Bros. For 3DS. Just running through the demo loop now. So let's do a bit of a size comparison. First off, we'll just close both of them and stick the smaller one on top of the XL. And you can see here, quite smaller. Now, of course, you might not have played either of these, so you're wondering, how does this stack up to the other consoles? We'll get to that in a second. But let's open both now. So, there's that one. That one. There we go. So the XL is still as big as the original one, but this one, of course, is bigger than the original 3DS. Top and bottom screen. It's kind of hard to get them to do the same thing, isn't it? Both of them have increased colour and vibrancy. As you can see on the XL, it doesn't have that crazy shimmering or moire effect, even with the 3D on. You can't see the 3D, of course. Both of them have the C stick. Both of them have ABXY. Both of them have the cards on the front. So we'll get to the real comparison now. Here's a stack of Nintendo 3DS consoles, new and old, and we're going to take a quick look at them and compare them in size and shape, and maybe help you decide which one you want out of the two new ones. So we'll just separate the stack first, move the new XLs out of the way first, and let's have a look at the original 3DS. Now, those are really small screens. And a lot of people complained that they had cramps. And I can tell you now that screen is washed out compared to the other ones. Now, camera's not picking it up too well either, but you know how they look. You have one of these. Pros and cons. It's all glossy and fingerprinting. I mean, you can see that. That's years of grease build up there. Delicious. It's also glossy as well, so it gets scratched easy. There's a reason they don't sell these ones anymore. They were good 3 years ago, maybe. Now, not so much. New 3DS. We've seen this before. You've seen all my videos about it. Bigger than the other one. In between this one and the XL, with a much more vibrant screen, better viewing angle, the better 3D, SNES buttons, C-stick, new design, much more comfy to hold. I don't need to tell you that this is a much better console than this one. So we'll put that aside again, and we'll get the XL and the new XL. XL, clink, clank. Big screen, beautiful, but has that shimmering 3D that never really quite worked as well as the other one. The XL screen was always quite huge compared to the others, but did have the problem of being low resolution. The new 3DS XL still has the same resolution screen, but the colours are much more vibrant. Now it's going to get tricky to hold these, but I hope you can see through the lens just how much better the screens are. The blues are much more deeper and darker there on the right, whereas the blue here in the menu, okay, it's a bit more washed out than the sky. But even if we bring up the same theme, you can see the difference, I hope, through the camera. And you can see that shimmering like effect there on the left screen, the moire. On this screen, beautiful viewing angles, rich colour, nice and crisp. It's still low resolution, but it's much better than this one. So Obviously, we know the older models aren't as good as the two new ones. So, what do you pick between this one and this one? How do you pick? Well, there's price. This one's cheaper. This one's a little bit more expensive. If you can find a deal, this one's way cheaper than this one. Screen size. This one has a bigger screen, but the bigger screen is stretched the resolution over the larger area. Both of them have a nice new screen that's beautiful and colourful, much better than the other ones. This screen, however, the 3D effect is just as good as this one. So what is different, apart from the screen size, the price? Well, the battery life's, of course, better on this one because the battery is bigger. The C-stick's the same. The buttons are basically the same. A bit more classy on this one. A bit more subtle with the colours compared to the blatant SNES buttons there. You might like that though. And then, of course, from the outside, okay, maybe you're a bit more mature and like not to look like you're carrying around a game console. This is for you. Fun face plates, lots of colours. We only get the white console here in Australia though. So, which one do you pick? Do you pick the smaller one, which is smaller, but not grossly so now? It's not a postage stamp like the old 3DS. Or do you pick the one that's more mature, looking classy, looking, or as Nintendo call it, luxury? It's impossible. It really is impossible just to say, I think this one is better, because I don't think this one's better than this one, or this one's better than this one. This one has lots of pros and cons. This one has lots of pros and cons. I like the faceplates. I don't like this shiny, fingerprinty material. I mean, look at that. But I like the larger screens, the larger battery. And it is a bit more refined looking. Faceplates are awesome. SNES Buttons, awesome. I hope I have helped you somewhat. I don't think I have, but between the two, I think you need to go play them for yourself. Maybe you buy one, your brother buys one, your sister buys one, and you compare and then take it back. It's a really, really tough choice.